And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Welcome to the Dice Tower.
Today we're talking about a small little card game from Blue Orange Games called Spot It. It comes in a little metal tin, and all the cards inside this game are round cards. And they all have different cool shapes on them. Spot It comes with 4 different games inside it, although, all the games are very similar in how they play, and they all work together. So, let's take a closer look at these games and see if they're any good or not. Hint, they are. Spot It is made up of a pile of cards, and each of those cards is a round card, and on the other side of it there's different objects on these cards. Now every card is designed so that it has one common object with every other card in the stack. So if you ever turn over any 2 cards, there's one common object between them. For example, you can see in the 2 cards that are turned over here that between Holly's card and my card, the Black Knight is the horse piece, as Holly would call it, is the same. And on Melody and mine, the yin-yang symbol or the peace symbol is the same. So there are 4 different games. In the first game, we're going to take this whole deck, and when we say go, we're going to put it here in the middle of the table. And as soon as you see a match, you call it out and grab the card.
Clown.
Okay, so Melody grabs the card, puts it on top, and that becomes her new card. And then I'll say dinosaur, because I grab that and put it on top of my pile. And everyone's looking for things at the same time to grab off of theirs. And Melody says stop, so she grabs it. And then we keep going. Holly says cloud. And that's how you play game number 1. In game 2, we have it set up so that each of us has the stack divided evenly amongst the players. And then when we say go, we're all going to flip our piles over at the same time. So go, we flip them over, and if you see the same symbol as one on there, for example, I see a zebra, there's a zebra, I say zebra, and I put my card on top. And what you're trying to do on this one is try to get rid of all the cards you probably can. So, let's see, a little carrot, lock. And that's how you play the game. When we keep going, and as soon as one person gets rid of all their pile, that person is the winner.
I cannot find one.
And that's game 2. Game 3 is played over a pile of rounds. Each person puts a card face down in their hand and puts their hand out in the middle like this, one hand. And then when we say go, we all turn over the cards, and we look for something that's the same on someone else's card. And so, for example, I put my card on top of Holly's hand, and now I have no cards. Okay, and so Melody is the one who gets those cards. You play a certain amount of rounds, and you're trying to have the least cards in this one to win. In the 4th game, the Poisoned Gift. In this game, you are trying to give cards to the other players. So we say go, and we turn the pile on the top. And then you're looking for matches that other people might have on their card. And you shout it out, and you put on their pile. You're trying to have the fewest cards on your pile. Dragon. And so the first person, once the pile's gone, whoever has the fewest cards is the winner. And that wasn't very nice of you, Cheese. And Clover. Haha. And that's the way it goes. So you see in this game, you can actually choose who gets the cards put on top of them onto other players. And if one person, when you play a game, you can play a game where all 4 games are combined, and the person who has won, or maybe in the lead after the first 3 games, is going to get ganged up on in this 4th game. Spot It is an obvious good production. I like the fact that it comes in this tin. The round cards are good. It's typical of Blue Orange Games. It's obviously a speed game. No matter which of the 4 games you play, it's all about who can recognize something quickly and see it. I suppose you can make more games, play a memory match style game with kids or something where they could use it. But the person who's fastest on the draw can win, which is why for me it's a good game to play with kids, because they're about as fast as I am, or as time goes by, they're getting faster. Of the 4 games, which one do you like the best? I think I like the one at the end where you're giving the cards to other players, because that just makes me laugh, because I like to give them all to Melody.
That's what I was just about to say.
Oh, why? Who do you like to give the cards to?
You.
Do you know what happened in several of our games? Melody and I give each other so many cards that one of the other kids wins.
Yeah.
That game happens almost every time. So what do you think of Spot It?
It's a really good game because sometimes I have to fix my eyes because I can just not find the match.
Yeah, and the shapes are different sizes, and they're well drawn, and they have a variety of names, and so kids can learn it.
And sometimes it's hard to find the same object because one is bigger and one is smaller.
Right. So there's speed. I like it. Decent game and fits in your pocket. So if you have a family and this sounds like it's a style game you'd like, okay. If this sounds like the sort of game you like, then this is the sort of game you would like. Whatever. What I mean is, this is definitely a family style game. Fast, fun, and easy. Check it out.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.